Hello everybody and welcome to The Truth. Here we are live in New York City with our biggest, most prestigious guest that we've ever had in The Truth studios. It's an honor for me and it's an honor for everyone in this room to welcome Jimmy McMillan.
Thank you. I represent the elected two down this
Indeed.
People working 8 hours a day, 4 hours a week in a third job. Women can barely afford to feed and take care of the children. The stomach just growled.
Look how skinny I am.
No doubt.
I need a good meal. So we're here now. Now, Mr. McMillan, if it's an honor, and I'm going to continue to say it's an honor to have you here. Now, the first thing I want to is explain to the people who, if there's anybody on this planet who don't know about your position on the Rent's Too High, exactly what is your main stance, your running stance when you run for office? Mm-hmm. What do people, when people say, hey, Mr. McMillan, what do you stand upon? The rent too damn high. Mm-hmm. Expound upon that if you could.
Let me go back to the birth of the rent too damn high movement. A box of cornflakes in 2001 was $1.25. That same box of cornflakes is $4.75 today, 2013. A pack of cookies, where you buy 5 cookies in a pack, was 25 cents. Now that same pack of cookies with 4 cookies is $1.25. Rent too damn high movement represents every time the subways goes up, you just got a raise. Property taxes went up for the guy who owned the grocery store. Well, a loaf of bread was once 50 cents. That is now $3.37. Every time his property taxes go up, the cost is passed on to you. So someone will come up to me who don't understand money and say, oh, you all about rent. What else are you about? You just talk about rent. In the back of my mind, I be saying, this is a dumb...
You can say whatever you want here.
I say, this is a... that's as far as I go with it. Because I don't let them hear what I'm saying.
I understand.
This is a dumb... and I want people to understand what you're saying before you open your mouth to me. If you don't know what you're talking about, don't say anything. The cost of living is too damn high. I was talking to Troy, I'm doing a video called, it's Butt Naked. I'm going to do the video Butt Naked. And I'm going to be butt naked on a video.
Excuse me, Mr. McMillan?
I'm going to do the video butt naked. I'm doing it butt naked because the government, the cost of a pair of pants, one pair of pants, a pair of slacks that cost $12 is now $59. A pair of underwear that costs $1.99 is now $7.87. A pair of drawers. So you might as well make your own damn drawers. So what I'm saying, the government has charging money, cost of living is so damn high, you can't afford clothes.
So to you to send a message to the government and the powers that be, you are going to strip down butt naked and give an interview?
I'm using the power that I have. I'm number one in the country right now. And I'm sending a message to people who say they're Democrats and Republicans, who don't realize that they are part of a failed organization.
Well, we know about that here, believe me.
The United States government gave $50 billion to every banking corporation in America.
Absolutely.
And every one of us in this room, every taxpayer is 61% shareholders of everyone that gave money to Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Chase Bank, Dime, Discovery, every bank, every corporation. Why are you still paying student loan? Why are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? Bank of America foreclosed your home. Bank of America got your money to bail them out. Now they're looking good and you lost everything. So the butt naked going to represent all of these things that people need to understand money.
The ladies that we have here that we're going to get to later, the reason that those ladies are here, the reason, one of the topics that we're talking about is the whole student loan corrupt system. We feel the whole thing is a conspiracy. It's set up to get young girls like that, young people, when as soon as they step out of college, they're immediately in hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt.
This is why the rent too damn high party's here. College tuition is already paid for. How can you say you owe college tuition because you don't have any, never had anyone, and haven't found anyone, or don't know anyone to fight like I do? I fight a different fight. Like most boxers fight here, I fight different. I put my left foot out, my right foot out and fight. Most boxers, the left foot will be out over the left hand. I switch it around, keep the hand the same way, and I change the foot. In other words, I'm a different fight. College tuition is already paid for. Mortgage is already paid for. Why? Not because the rent is too damn high. Because you're 61% shareholders of every bank in America, and the bank you got your student, taking care of your student loan. Now they have a company called Mohila and Direct Loan. Mohila and Direct Loans, if you're late paying that student loan, brother, this is why I'm doing the film Butt Naked. I'm going to be laying down butt naked in the bed.
Good
butt
Lord.
Naked. And when I will keep my front covered for the children. I want the children to see the front.
It's a child appropriate.
I don't want the women to see it because we got busted a little tiny thing, you know.
Well, you might cause a stir if there's too many women.
The way they talk about you, but
Mr. McMillan.
But what listen now, I know how to put on a strap on. I'll tell you. But what I'm saying,
do what you got to do.
What I'm saying is that I want people to understand there is a lot of good people in America can get America back on the right track. Barack Obama is not doing the right thing. He don't know what he's doing.
Let me ask you this.
Okay, I'm not mad no more.
Calm down, Mr. McMillan. It's going to be a long...
Because he's responsible for this mess.
Of course he is. It's our stance here in The Truth
Yeah.
that we feel Republicans and Democrats on both sides are corrupt.
They're all the same.
They're all the same.
When I look at Barack Obama, I see Mitt Romney.
Me too.
In other words, we all been hypnotized. George Bush is no different than Barack Obama. Barack Obama in 2008, 2009, he gave $50 billion to a bailout and stimulus to every bank and corporation in America. They came back in 2010, 2011, 2012, they got $50 billion more, all of them. So you're the president. It's like you running the network. You put your signature on stuff for people to get it, and you're going to tell me you're going to come up on TV and say, well, we're going to create those wind solar jobs. He's a lying. The president can't create one job. It's up to the governors of state to create a job. The president cannot create a job. Someone will say, okay, Mr. Miller, you run for mayor of the city of New York. What, by the way, you know? I better slow down because people talk about me on YouTube. Say, you talk so damn fast. What did you say? And when they type me a message, they send me, like if they say, Jimmy McMillan, you know, I love you, blah, blah, blah. It's all together. There's no separation. They don't put us together.
Well, we can always slow it down.
Yeah, but the question is that I'm here to wake family up. I'm here to look at the fruit of the planet.
Absolutely.
That's why he put them here. Me and you can't have kids, they can. She go through 9 months of pregnancy, both of them, if they get pregnant. What me and you do and why they get pregnant? We get somebody else.
Watching football?
But football my ass, we find somebody else. She can't do nothing.
Well, that's true.
All men do it. So one got them, I don't cheat on my wife. You a damn lie. And they later on come and find out she cheated. But now see when Morris Springer said, you the baby daddy, and Morris Springer said,
Men can't be trusted is what you're saying, Mr. McMillan?
I want people to live. I want people, you see me raising my glove up. Because if I have to.
Please don't.
I want people to live and have fun.
As long as you're not swinging it.
No. Swinging what? No, I'm sure. Ladies out there in the audience. What are you talking about? Swing what?
I don't know.
I know, okay. Now, as long as, I want everybody to have fun. That's why the Rent to Damn High Party is here. We put the laugh back into your life, but at the same time, we be serious about everyday living. The cost of living is no joke. When you wake up in the morning and you don't have nothing in the refrigerator, you know, that's not a joke. You go to bed at night and you don't have nothing in the bed. So when you get up in the morning, you don't have to worry about getting up going to the bathroom in the morning. I was telling Troy about it. I told her I sleep every night. I sleep good. The only reason I don't roll out of bed is because my kickstand won't let me roll out. But keep laughing and keep the humor because these young ladies, they got college tuition. I already know they're catching hell. Mm-hmm. They can't eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Cost of living is so damn high. After you finish paying rent, they can't afford to take nobody out.
Well, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
We've established that Republican, Democrat, no different. They're corrupt all across the board.
They are.
What can be done? I mean, as far as like an independent rising up, it would never be allowed to happen in the way the structure is set up. I mean, the candidates are bought.
Hold it right there.
They're bought and paid for.
Hold it right there. That's why I'm here. And,
well,
and I'm glad that you invite me because this is what I'm here to say to the people. We're here to overthrow the Democrat and Republican establishment.
Absolutely.
Because they both are complete failures. So I ask people all the time just to have a little fun. They just had an election. Did you vote? Oh yeah, I vote. I always vote. I say, oh God, you're a part of the problem.
I don't vote.
Well, I can't say that. I'm not gonna lie. I do. When I realize how corrupt the system is, the democratic system, I realize that I've been punked. They punked all their old voters. Listen to Russ Limbaugh. Listen to anybody. You still take a moment when they walk out like I do and ask someone, hey, what are you, a Democrat, conservative, or whatever? Oh, I'm a conservative. And you look at them, you know what you say to them? You're a piece of shit. You're a part of the problem.
Mm-hmm. You almost have to declare yourself a form of some sort of party. You can't just say I'm for the facts.
Now you can, but sooner or later we're here to hope that the young people can take all these old people, beat them, throw some butter up under their shoes so they can slip and fall and can't go vote. But
we don't want any butter under your shoes. Mr.
No. Well, if you do butter, let it be me slide to the poll and vote right there. But we want the young people to overthrow the vote of your parents. When you go to vote, you tell mom and dad, hey, mom, I got this. Give your mother some X-Lax or something to daddy so they can't go vote. Because they've been voting stupid. They vote for the same people over. Look at Charlie Rangel been in office for 40 years. And people still voted for him for another term this year. And they look at him, oh, Charlie Rangel did this for me. And did what for you? What about your children and grandchildren? I'm 66 years old. There's nothing they've done for me. Nothing.
So you're saying to educate the young people.
Educate them.
Educate the young people to the problem that's going on and have them
they know what's going on. Educate them to what make it better for them tomorrow.
To make it better for tomorrow, and then have them change it from the ground up.
Let me give you an example. I go to Harlem. I used to go to Harlem. I don't go no more.
Why?
It's not because the rent is too damn high. This is a conversation I hear in Harlem. Yeah, you know them white folks moving in there. You heard that?
I did hear that.
I'm sick of hearing that shit, man. I got a lot of brothers, Vietnam veterans, never made it back home alive. Nobody talk about my brother's family. Can't afford to feed the children. Can't afford to rent an apartment. What I'm trying to say, the reason I put it to you like that because of my brothers going back all the time on me. This is how it was in the 60s, man. The white folks used to hang Negroes and that. Fuck out of here. What about these children in 2013 can't even go to school and don't have a damn backpack to go to? They can't afford college. They're not talking about these kids. So because of that, I don't give a. I am 66. I've seen all the hanging. I'm a 13-year-old kid. When I was a little kid, I seen black folks talk about it. I want to talk about it. You want to read about it? Go to the library and read about it. I don't care how much you hate me.
Leave it in the past.
But one thing that made me say that. Oh, by the way, how you homos doing? Woo! No, you misunderstood what I meant by homo. We all belong to the species of Homo sapien.
I'm a Homo sapien.
I'm a homo too. So what I'm simply trying to say is all them Ku Klux Klans that walk around, remember some people said don't use the N-word, we all niggas. I don't get offended when you say stuff like that because I know from the species of Homo sapien, you from Africa just like me. Skin color is something different. Your mitochondria and all you women is so totally different. I know where your species come from. You come out of Africa 250,000 years ago, belonged to the Songbush, and you didn't go further than Africa. Him and I did. Now he went to the Middle East because his complexion his family could be from there. But look at this lady. They went south. They belonged to the Habzabi. They went further into Brazil and went further into South America. I can look at the complexion and tell. But this one you got to notice when people start talking color to me, I be like saying, God damn, they need to learn that we all niggas too.
We all came from the same place.
We're all African.
Absolutely.
But when so how do you end? I said that because we want to, how can we change things? This species have been fighting and killing each other from the very beginning. You saw like cannibalism way before we become a civilized people. The Mexican tribes used to cut off and sacrifice and eat each other, cut the hearts out and drink the blood. All of this because we have been fighting for years because we never knew who we are, where we come from. Now science has proven different. You know who you are, the cell phone. I had it in my hand, the cell phone, the technology. Technology can let you know. You be like saying, you white guy, you say.
I am a white guy.
But the first thing you can say, yeah, hi, what do you mean I'm black, I'm African too? But because I know, you don't have to know, but the question is your children and grandchildren will know, so we need to stop fighting against each other because we're all on this planet together. And this is what I'm here to teach. This is what the Rent to Them High movement stands for. So your question was, how can you end the Democrat and Republican system? It's not going to end. One person can make a difference. I used to go with her. She treated me like shit. I'm going with her now. She treated me like a king. I wouldn't go with her because she told me she wasn't no damn good. I wouldn't listen to you, and I started dating her anyway. What I'm trying to say is, pay that stuff no mind. I don't care if she's been to prison for murder. I have none of my damn business. All I know is she treat me damn good. You never know what a person think about when you sleep. Could be walking around your bed with a knife. Oh, I killed this mother. Look at it. Could be a rain Bob. I would have cut it damn dick off, A black woman said one night, she, ooh, how'd she cut it? A black woman said one day, she, wow, I ain't gonna never cut that. I don't need that when I wake up on the middle. I ain't gonna cut it off. And like Robin Williams said, I would love to. It would feel good as a man to wake up in the morning to find your dick on the side of the road,
It would feel good for any man I know.
Ooh, that changes conversation. That sent chills to my body.
Even mentioning that is hard to take.
But everybody here, Rent is Too Damn High represents what we're doing here right now.
Fair enough.
Being on the truth is comedy, and I wanted to come because you guys are new, and I wanted to come because you're not all that. I wanted to come because you're not trying to showboat. You're just like me, starting from the bottom to become something. And for everyone who has a program like The Truth, don't take the time to contact The Truth and invite me to your program, because The Truth got a compensation for this here too. But if you feel like you do have a big time program and you got to have all those flashing lights, don't invite me. I'm not going to come. I represent the little people, the people. And I don't represent Wall Street. I don't represent Main Street. I represent my street. My street is your street. Your street is my street. Those who can't afford to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and those who can't afford to pay the rent, and those who can't afford to pay college tuition. And those are the people I represent.
Well, I speak for everyone in this room and everyone that helps out on this show that we are honored to live on your street.
Absolutely. Well, my street is your street. Your street is my street. I just say my street because it's my street is your street.
If there's space to rent, I want to rent.
When you get up in the morning, you usually go to breakfast. You sit at the table. People are so selfish. And people don't care about each other, about one another. I watched a lady the other day. She was at a restaurant having breakfast. She finished eating. She told the waiter, okay. Waiter took the food away. I shook my head. She go to church every damn week. She can't fool me because I pay attention. Wait. Why did she get that food to go? Because there was a homeless guy on the corner right there needed something to eat. She could have got it to go. Took the go bag, gave it to the homeless guy. Whatever. He didn't know. He won't know if you ate it or not. It's food. He ain't gonna reject it.
He wouldn't even care.
We all do it. It's something we gotta stop doing. We gotta stop thinking about ourselves.
I agree with you.
You gotta start loving other people, and don't accuse anyone if you don't have the fact. Because you see me with her, you see me with him, you just assume me and him done went to bed, or me and her done went to bed. Shut the fuck up. Who the hell are you to decide what we done, mind your damn business. We're like the press. I don't work for the media. The media, that's for the press to do because they make their living off of assumptions and entertainment. But the question is that live your life instead of people's life.
I want to ask you some questions about the media.
Go right ahead.
Now, you were covered when you were running for office. You were covered in some ways that would be, say, not flattering. They did a skit on you on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Are you aware of that?
I'm aware.
How does that, because, for me, I mean, watching it and being someone who is a supporter of you, that kind of offends me when I see you brought on.
Oh no. When I seen that skit, I went to open up a new bank account.
Not Saturday Night Live so much. I mean, I understand what they do, but like, say for example, when you're brought on a Fox News show,
right?
Or somebody like that may take you lightly, or something to that effect when they bring you on there.
Stop it right now. When I was on those networks, I knew what they wanted to do. That's why I went and opened up a bank account, because I sell buttons and T-shirts on my website.
I love it, marketing.
Because they're entertainment. They have to keep talking like that to get the people who watch their program so they can continue to be on the air, and I hope you do the same thing.
Do you believe the mainstream media is corrupt?
Who?
The mainstream media. Do you believe it's corrupt and run to slant
No.
news?
Hold on a minute. That's entertainment. Mainstream media, if they don't keep the people watching the program, to keep the donations coming in for the advertising, they won't be in business.
I understand, but I mean...
They have to do that.
So, do you think they skew the news and maybe not report it as factual?
Well, the media never let the truth get in front of a good story.
Right.
They have to do that.
You feel they have to?
Yes.
Okay.
They won't be in business. How many television programs have you watched went out of business and gone because they don't get sponsors and donations and advertising?
That's true.
This is what it is.
That's why we shoot here. We have no sponsors.
Well, you're going to get that. Because I want you to take a very portion of your program and turn it into making that person laugh who just came in from work very having a hard day, even if it's for a few seconds. Say, okay, by the way, we're done for the night. Oh, by the way, before you go to bed, make sure you wash your feet. And they're like, what the hell did you wash my damn feet? Wash your stank ass feet. You see what I'm saying?
I understand.
People want laughter.
No matter what we're doing, there has to be some sort of form of entertainment.
It's entertainment totally.
I believe we're entertaining.
Exactly. So what do we do? Even in the political arena, I add comedy, I add seriousness, I count money. I don't count small money. I take big money, like I was telling Troy. I count big money. When they had me on Sean Hannity,
right.
I know Sharon Hannity used to Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson because they're religious and they're preachers. Mm-hmm. I'm not religious and I'm not a preacher. And they learned that the hard way. Because while they were trying to get smart with me, I was getting intelligent on them and they couldn't deal with it. But they kept inviting me back because the ratings went off the hook. But then I started getting emails. But I'm single. I started getting emails.
You're single?
I'm still single. I've been single for 30 years. Nobody want to date me.
I find that hard to believe, Mr.
Yeah, I talk too damn much. I talk about rent. And then I started getting.
I guess that would be a turn off.
Then I started getting emails that, oh, he's so articulate. He sounds so. I'm just saying. I just like to talk shit. You understand? Let me tell you something. Reason I pointed to my brother, because brothers on the corner, he'll tell you the shit we talk. A lot of times, a lot of my brothers, a lot of my white brothers don't be on the corner. Like you may hear me say motherfucker 1,000 times talking on the fucking corner to one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? What's up, motherfucker? How you doing? Motherfucking hard night last night. But when I get around some religious people, they be like, say, oh God, he's running for mayor. He's running for governor, talking like that. You know, but then again, she's not telling everybody when she sit up in church with no panties on the church, open her legs for the preacher to see in the front row.
Unbelievable.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like they don't want political people to be real people. Like they want them to be like, you know, they want them to be like a
I'm glad to say that. Because not too many people you know want people to know, want you to know that you're real people. Everybody, if they see you kiss another man, they're gonna talk about you. They don't, but what they're not telling you, like see Joe and Jack see you walking around holding Billy's hand. They're not gonna tell you when you go in their room house and look behind them, they got a dildo in their room too. Somebody punching them in the rectum. You know what I'm saying? People doing it. That's why I tell people, I'm a private investigator. I had to investigate women who said their husbands were cheating. I used to work for a company called Vinnie Parker PI. He had a program on TV called Parker PI. That's something I haven't told the press yet. Because as an investigator, I kept Papa Smurf kind of like undercover. I wanted to focus on my issues and why it was hell coming this far. I walked from Brooklyn to Buffalo, New York, to get the information I wanted because people were telling me lies. But when I was working with Vinnie Parker, we found guys who was cheating on their wives. They wasn't cheating on their wives with women. They were cheating on their wives with men. I thought that was kind of good. I thought, can I come and get some, can I watch, can I get some popcorn? I'm a freak too, shit. But I'm telling you, leave that part of your life out the conversation. I don't give a freak what you do. But if you do it, can I watch? When you rent an apartment, the walls are so damn thin, you can hear your neighbor making love in the next room. And you're paying $3,500 a month for rent. But when I was paying $172 a month for rent, the walls were insulated. I couldn't hear nothing. Everything is going crazy, and I'm here to get it right. And I'm coming funny. I'm coming telling jokes.
Do you think that's one of the reasons why people have such a disconnect? I mean, people connect with you so much, and people have such a disconnect with politicians because they're so plastic, and they try to live their lives in a certain way where they have the perfect family and the perfect life, and like the media can't wait to get for something that happened, like a prostitute come up and like some sort of scandal.
Wait a minute, wait before you go into prostitutes. You know, I used to be a stripper.
I do know you used to be a stripper.
I used to be a stripper.
Where did you strip, Mr. McMillan?
I was 42nd Street. I was a paid prostitute. I used to make love to women while their husband watched.
I see.
I was a paid prostitute. I did that coming out, when I first come out.
For how many years did you do that?
About 10, maybe 12.
That's a long time.
You tell it, man. I love it, you know. I had a daughter who's deformed. I'm exposed to Agent Orange. And I met a group of doctors that used to treat men with an ED problem. And my job was for you to sit on a stool, butt naked, and my job was to make sure that you got an erection when I seen you get your dick hard, then I would get off your wife and leave. I would eat her, I would do all that, I would do whatever it takes. There were things that you did because some guys would lick her toes and stick her finger, tongue, and ass. So I would do all that. My job was to make sure you got stimulated. So that then once I see you getting up, I would say, okay, come on, dog. I would leave. That was my job. These guys still exist today. It's a group of doctors that pay you to do this kind of work. Only time when it got personal, like some of the women wanted me to come by on an individual basis, I'm sorry.
Without the husband there?
Don't get me wrong, sweetheart, but I'm getting paid to do this, you know.
I understand.
This is not personal, this is business. For my daughter who was deformed, I needed money because she had spinal bifida. And because the VA told me, your children is your responsibility. I said, you mean to tell me I done fought this freaking ass war and I come home exposed to a chemical and I got deformed children, you gonna tell me, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of my own damn children. Don't count on anyone to do anything for you. If it don't work, you blame yourself because it didn't work, because you got too much pride to try to make it work. This is why I respect women. Say they got children. They don't have a damn thing. The refrigerator empty, daddy the deadbeat dad. I bet you them kids gonna eat. My mother was the same way. My mother was a hoe. My mother was the biggest hoe in town. I say that because my mother, she's dead now, but she know how to talk about her. Every time I woke up in the morning, there was a box full of food. Mama didn't have no job, and there was 9 miles she had to feed. I know some nights when I look out the window, Mama was leaving with this guy, but when Mama came home, she had about 10 grocery bags in her hand. Women
The backbone.
of this planet are me and you. But we use them for sex. We don't think all they good is laying on their back.
Wow.
Let's be for real. We can't see nothing else out of women than they have giving us the sex we need. Because we dog, all of us as men. But when you get older like I am now, you are, we see it a little bit different. They are beautiful to have around. But we can't get them to see that. Like here's the one who say, oh no, my man ain't cheating on me. I be like, you need to shut the fuck up. Because they don't know we all are freaking dogs. And I get this guy come and say, no man, I don't do that. I'll shut up. You know? He's trying. What is he trying to do when he say that? Impress her.
Well, maybe he's in love.
Like Tina's starting to say, what love got to do with it?
Indeed. Listen, we're gonna take a break.
Take a commercial break.
We're gonna take a break.
Take a commercial break, y'all.
Are you coming back after the break?
We'll be right back after the break.